everyone. It's Emily from Life So Savory, and we're trying to figure out how to best show today's project. I have my daughter here, Rose, who's going to be helping me today. We are going to be creating some hopefully last-minute birthday party for a birthday party that starts in about 4 hours that Rose is going to. So we have a couple of ideas. We got some supplies at Hobby Lobby, and we are hoping to create something super fun today. Actually, 2 super fun things. So we have this fun little zipper pouch here, okay? And our hope is to put some iron-on vinyl on the side. And then we also have a t-shirt, and we're hoping to put a sublimation file on the front. Okay, so those are the 2 things we're going to be doing. I'd love for you to share what sort of summer projects you're making. Oh, this is what we made earlier in the week, which has been super fun, is these Olympic medals, gold, silver, and bronze. And I used both heat transfer vinyl and sublimation on the felt, which was my first time using both heat transfer and sublimation on felt. It turned out perfect, and the full tutorial is up on my site if you want to check this out. So you can head to Life So Savory and see these metal tutorials. And then also we have today's super fun project for you as well. So let us get started. We are just like a little bit restricted by plugins. I'm trying to get this back a little bit farther, but not too far. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to bring up, we're using Artspira for all of the projects today. Okay, and so I'm going to bring up, actually, Rose, let's close that curtain for just a second, see if that helps.
After you said that.
I know, it still doesn't really help. I need to lower the... Okay, so I've opened the Artspira app here, and I will do the more complicated design on the iPad, but for this first printing one, we're in printing, and then we're going to go to design editor. And just let me back up. So if from home, you're just going to go to new, printing, design. We're going to leave it portrait. Okay, then I'm going to add, and then I've already brought the photo. I don't know why it starts at the bottom of my camera roll. Okay, so here's the graphic that I purchased on Etsy. Actually, I didn't want to mess around with making something. You can, but I didn't want to. Okay, so we bought this design, and then we're going to print it. I don't know if I can go off. Trying to make it as big as I can and still fit on the paper. Okay, so we're going to do that, and we're going to sublimate it. So I hit done. And it did say some objects are outside. All right, so we got to make it smaller. I do like doing this on the iPad because there's more space. All right, hopefully it's now all within the paper. What I probably should have done is like on different software, cropped it. All right, hopefully that works. Okay, and then we're gonna go okay, done. I don't want to save it. Okay, printer, select. Oh, my printer went to sleep.
Yay!
Wake it up. Just wait for it to connect back to the Wi-Fi. Of course I had it on, and then I turned it off to do this. Okay, so it should be There it is. Okay, so the Brother SP1. And then you notice automatically it reverses. Honey, just leave it down. We'll open it in a minute. It reverses the file because for sublimation, you want the file reversed. So then we're going to go ahead and hit print, sending it over. And now we can hear the printer start to print. Okay, so let's check. It is. It just takes a second. We'll do that. We're going to make both of these projects and then we will iron them because we have to unplug one of these machines to plug in the heat press. Honey, don't put your face right in there.
I see it.
You see it. Okay. So you want to be very careful when it comes out not to touch any of the printed area. Okay. Only touch the white area. All right. So we're printing this on the Brother sublimation printer right here that pairs perfectly with the Art Spirit app. And there's tons of free files, or like I just did, if you want to buy something, it's super easy to transfer it over. I literally emailed it to myself, saved it to the camera roll on my phone, and then went ahead and uploaded it. Okay, so that's very, very easy. The second project we're going to do is a heat vinyl and heat transfer vinyl, and we're going to do that as soon as this one prints. You're standing right in front of it. How about you stand over there? All right, so you can see it's starting to come out. I have heard one of the critiques of this printer is it's not as fast as some other sublimation printers, but overall I have not had any problem with it. Okay, so there's our design. The colors don't always look very bright, but they definitely get brighter after you press it. So we have this shirt here, this gray shirt. We're gonna put that right in the middle after we create our next project. So, okay, we're gonna set that to the side. And now we're going to go back to Artspira. So we will darken the room again. All right, and let's see. This time, let's start from the beginning. We are doing cutting. So I again went to the new, down at the bottom of the home screen, new cutting design editor. 12 by 12 is good. And we're gonna add some both text and a design that we found here on Artspira. So I just wanna search for something. So I'm just gonna go to filter. And I know I saw a cute pencil design that I wanna use. So I'm just typing in the word pencil. You can search for what you want first, and then I find it easier just to go into the design editor when kind of already knowing. So you can see that because it's a cutting design, it's already separated all the pieces of that pencil for me. So we're gonna move those up and a little bit out of the way. And then we are going to add the word Adeline, which is Rose's friend. To make it where it looks like the pencil has just finished writing sort of this scripty name. So we're going to go with I think this one's pretty cool. It looks like a bit of cursive. No, you don't like it?
No.
Okay. All right, you choose you can't stand right in front of the screen.
I'm sorry.
No. All right, so scroll through and find which one you want.
Okay, I want like a cursive, like that.
Okay, hit it, see what happens.
No. So is this cursive?
That's one I just did. The A is what looks weird on that one.
No.
Really? No, that looks like calligraphy, and that was not a calligraphy pencil we just used.
Fine. I guess we'll...
Did we try?
I guess we'll do
Or did we try this one? What about that?
It's plain.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
Oh my goodness. All right, so the next thing we want to do is select it, and then we also want to overlap and weld the letters together so that it's cuts in one long piece and we don't have little pieces, okay? So also, I didn't put the matte grid on here, but I'm trying to think if this is 6 inches. We don't want this too huge because our pencil pouch isn't ginormous, right? We're dealing with,
Do we get to, like, does it come
actually, I'm
out?
going to resize this a little bit too. So you notice all these pieces are selected together. So if I want to resize this together, I can just easily do that. Okay. Does it what?
Can you, like, do, like, the color?
We will cut the color of the vinyl that we wanted. Okay. So there we have it. And you hold this. Okay. We're going to turn on the machine so that we can hit transfer for that. Okay, so we're going to hit OK. Done. I actually don't want to save it. Don't save. All right, so it shows you exactly what we need. What do we need to do? We need to reverse it because it's heat transfer vinyl, which means it needs to be reversed. So we're going to cut options. Where is the, actually, I cancel that.
Whoa.
Operation, there's a,
You want me to hold this? No.
well, I'm trying to see where there is a reverse, but I can also do it on my scan and cut. Your head is right in front of it, honey. Okay. I can't see it on here. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to go to done again. Don't save. We're going to send it. I thought it was under cut options where you could go ahead and do that, but we will. Why is the transfer not? Oh, got to select my machine. I think it's this top one. That's the problem with having more than one on here. All right, we're going to hit transfer. Okay, so now we'll head back over to the machine and it should be in the cloud pocket. So, yeah. So let's take a closer look here at the scan and cut. So we're going to go to the home screen. Okay, we're going to retrieve data, the cloud pocket. Okay, and it is all on there. So now I can go to edit and then object edit and reverse it, which is right on here. Okay, so I just selected both the words and the pencil and reversed them separately. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to set up our cutting mat so that we can hopefully make this all in one cut. That's the goal. Okay, so here we have a standard mat. And we have the different pieces that we're going to be cutting. So the gray, actually the tan is first. And 1, 2, 3, 4. You can unroll the next color, the gray. We're going to need the gray next. Okay, so it's all laid out here neatly on the mat. So my goal is to try and cut it all in one cut with the least amount of waste as possible. That one. Okay, the gray. 1, 2, 3. Huh? Yeah, they can see the mat right here.
Let's come next.
Okay, so then the gray, and we're putting the shiny side of the vinyl down. Let's see. I am looking at the grid on here to try to line up where I need to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, I might need to move this again. Okay, and then the peach eraser, which we're making out of this. What do you want to do the name out of? This pink?
No.
Black? Like it looks like it was written out of?
Or like gray.
Well, you won't be able to see that very much. Okay. Let's see, 2 over. All right, and then this is a little bit of black, and we're
a blue.
I think this is black.
I think a
You
blue.
think it's blue? I think this one is blue. I think this is black. I think they were rolled up together. 1,
Yeah, that
2,
is black.
2, 3, 4.
Why is the name gonna be so small?
It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be like this big.
What is
That's for the pencil tip.
Can that be gray?
Oh, we're making it black. 1, 2. Okay, so hopefully those are all in good places to cut. And then we're gonna put the name. Do you want the name in black or blue?
Black.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What about that little?
It won't matter, honey. Just gonna cut around it. Okay, so let's see if we have our mat all organized. Now we're gonna load it. Yep, so just slide it right in there and then push this mat button. The only issue sometimes with doing multiple pieces on here, in fact, I just did multiple pieces of felt when I was cutting the Olympic medals, was that if they're different thicknesses of vinyl or felt, then it reads, the auto blade sets it for sort of one depth. And if there's more depth, then it might get a little trickier. But we're gonna try this. I think it's gonna be just fine. And we're gonna hope that all the pieces cut where they are supposed to. Okay, I think I have all the right sides down. So we're gonna select cut. We wanna make sure that the half cut is on, and we're gonna put start. Of course, if one of these messes up and isn't in the right spot, we'll just recut it. Not a big deal. We can do that. I'm gonna get the heat started to set up.
Why are we having the normal pencil gray?
Huh? It's just the underneath. You won't really see it. It's all almost all covered.
What would happen if the vinyl wasn't there and I just had to cut it?
Then it would just cut up the mat. I don't think we really want to cut up the mat. Thanks to everyone saying hi. Rose and I are making some super last minute birthday gifts. Rose has a birthday party starting in just a few hours this afternoon, and we are trying to create a couple of fun custom presents that she can give to her friend at that party. So we're doing some quick crafting here and hopefully making some fun projects. All right, so now push that, see if it will eject it. Let's see. Here's this one. Do you see? You're standing literally right in front of it.
Okay.
Okay, so this cut in the right spot. A tiny bit of the eraser was cut off, but that should be still okay.
No.
This, yep. Oh, no, you pick around it though. Leave this shape on there.
Oh.
The name looks like it's cut okay. Yeah, the eraser is a tiny bit trimmed. You might add a little bit to that. And the point did not get cut. All right, we're gonna recut the eraser. Actually, do you want to take these on to down on the floor for a second? I'm just gonna recut the eraser and the tip. For some reason, those did not cut. So, why 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 over?
I cannot see this. It will.
If you can't see it, then let me help you so you're not cutting.
Oh, I can see it.
Okay, again, trying to use the grid lines to line it all up. I did not, I guess, do the best job. 1, 2. Okay. Should I cut just those 2 pieces again? Now the problem with this pencil design is that it is all tied together. You can't really split it apart. So I'm gonna put, I'm just gonna leave it. It'll just cut. In fact, it's cutting the eraser first, so that's handy, and it's cutting the little pencil thing first. So now we can hit stop. We're gonna quit because it cut what we wanted to first.
Mom.
Just a second. Unload this, and I believe that is a good cut, and you can bring them back up here, Rose. And the pencil's a good cut. All right, so we got the pieces cut that we wanted to.
Supposed to do it that way?
On the back side, yep.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, where did you think, if it doesn't come off the other side, I mean, you can't, you're literally standing right, come over here. Okay. All right, we're gonna shut this down. Try to give ourselves a little more workspace here. And we will layer the vinyl. I'm gonna move this so you can stand to the side. You're still working. All right, so we have, let's see, we have pencil, pencil, pencil tip. Little pencil tip piece, pencil eraser piece. All right, you pick out the inside of that. All right, while she's picking that, we're gonna do the sublimation on the shirt real quick, and then we'll do the vinyl part of our project. All right. I wish I had a small heat press for the vinyl because I think it's gonna be tricky with doing the puffy pouch, but we'll see. Okay, so for the shirt, I'm gonna lay it right on here. Make sure all those the extra pieces are off. I'm gonna lay the shirt right on there. Again, we have our soccer. You can try to read through, make sure it's. Can you get those extra vinyl pieces out of the way? No, this one on there. That doesn't go on there. The design is not really centered on the paper because of the way the design was, so I want to make sure that I'm centering it on here. Okay. So if I'm using the tag as the center, remember with sublimation, you want to try to actually hold it really still. You don't have to apply the same pressure that you do with heat transfer vinyl. That one, with vinyl, it's really important that you actually apply the pressure to keep it down. Whereas sublimation, it's literally just the heat. So I'm not so worried about pushing as I am about not sliding it, because we don't want our design to shift until the paper is, or the design is completely transferred onto the paper. If you're worried about it moving, you can always use some tape. Heat transfer tape will not work the best on fabric, but it will at least keep it from shifting a little bit. So we're gonna give this just a couple more seconds, and then we're gonna lift it up, and hopefully this is a success. Otherwise, we're gonna have to run and buy another shirt here real quick before the party. I think that's good. So don't lift it up. I'm actually gonna do a quick check. So I'm gonna hold this in place. It's really hot.
Nope.
Yeah, turned out really good.
Except for that.
I'm just gonna put a little more heat. Except for what? Yeah, it looks good. Again, this is a design I bought off Etsy because I didn't want to mess around with making my own design. And there wasn't something that just like what I was looking for on Artspira. So I didn't even look for a free design like this. I just went straight to Etsy, typed in girls soccer shirts, and kind of came up with what I wanted. Please don't stick those together. Okay. So do you want to take the paper off?
Hot.
Ta-da! Okay, so here we have, it says, I know I play like a girl, try to keep up. And it's a soccer ball on the shirt. It is it is kind of small, but that's as big as it would let me make it. It looks good.
Oh, it's so warm.
It is warm, it's toasty.
I'll just wear this forever.
Okay, so there we go. We have the shirt made. Put that to the side. Now we're going to put the heat transfer. Just throw that in the trash. On to the zipper pouch. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is put the gray, one color at a time. So we want it to look like it wrote the word Adeline. Let's make sure we have space.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
already opened this up.
You can't put your hand in there, honey, it'll burn up. So we're just gonna try to press it on there. You know, we need a mini press, or we need something to put inside of here that, maybe some,
Sticky notes?
not sticky notes, but even I'm wondering if some fabric. Here, I have this dish towel. Let's roll this up and put it inside and see if it will make it. Puff that out a little bit. I think that might help. Okay, let me see better. No, one piece at a time. So we're gonna put this here, and we're gonna put this on top of it. And yeah, I wasn't sure actually. Oh, it's sticking on there really nicely. I'm putting parchment on there because actually I'm really not sure about what the zip pouch is made of, and I don't want to melt it. So we're gonna just put some protective paper on there. Usually I put my heat press right on top of my fabric, or when I'm doing the vinyl. But even just that quick check right there, it looked like the vinyl was adhering really, really well. Okay, oh, perfect. All right, so now we can put the little, yep, but come stand on the side. Okay, line that right up. Actually, we pick that up for a second. I'm going to see if we can put, too hot, sort of all of these on at one time, but I don't think we can because that's going to be, okay. So we can do that, and we can do this, and then the next time we'll do the letters. Okay, and then sort of stick it down. All right. And then the next time we should be able to do the eraser here and the name. I've got the heat press set at 390, and I'm not really keeping track too much of the time. I'm just checking. But usually you want it at least 30 seconds.
Is people following you?
What do you mean?
Like copying you?
Maybe. Or they could use this to make something for someone that they know, maybe whose name is not Adeline, but they could make it for something that's different.
Oh.
All right, it's looking good.
I can't put the good details.
I know. What do you think? Do you want to, you do that from the front because you can get it straight.
Right here?
Do you want to connect it so it looks like it wrote the,
Yeah.
okay. And actually, we're going to have to trim this a little bit because maybe it's supposed to go right like that. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. It definitely is, the pouch is not very heat resistant because there's a little bit on the side that's starting to already get a little bit brown looking. So we want to try to be a little bit shorter. No, No, it's fine. It's fine. We're just not going to leave it on too terribly long because we don't want to burn it.
Good job moving.
This is where a little mini heat press would really come in handy, but I don't have a mini heat press. You know, those little tiny ones? You could really just... No, it's not ready. It really isn't ready. I know, that's what I was talking about.
Maybe you could use one of your fabric markers.
I don't think a fabric marker is going to cover it up, honey.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. I think we need to try and put some more paper protection around where we don't want to do it. Rose, we're not doing markers. We're not going to just color it. It looks fine.
Who's gonna notice it though? What's this for? Can I pull it off?
I think you can pull off. Uh-oh, did we ruin it?
Oh no. Well, we ruined it.
I don't think so, but I definitely...
Don't touch it.
I had to stick it back down. Okay, you can peel off the eraser from this side. Okay, good. Okay, this paper is not a good barrier. You got to go back to the vinyl. All right, so we're just gonna put a little more heat on the name. And then we're finished.
Yeah. I guess that piece of paper doesn't want me to use it anymore.
I don't know. This black is not, is it too hot? Let's wait till it to cool. I don't know. This may have not worked on the zipper pouch.
And then we'll have no gift.
Well, we'll have to go get something else.
It's not working.
The black is plenty hot, but it's not really wanting to come off. So that's not always good. Also, the zip pouch did discolor a little bit, so, all right, I think this is a flop. Okay, a little bit of a fail.
It is a fail.
A little bit of a fail. It looks cute. I like their idea, but
Terrible.
the pouch got discolored in a couple places. And probably would be okay if we were keeping it for ourselves, but not for gifting. So we'll be giving the shirt, and we will not be giving this zip pouch.
I call it.
You can't use it. It doesn't have your name on it.
So.
So
We
the
can-
idea is good, but the execution, not so much. So
Well, we're not wasting it.
we'll try again. All right, well, there's our projects for the day. A slightly failed zip pouch and a
Letter.
successful sublimation, which is always easier. Maybe we should have just sort of sublimated on here. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. It was our little crafty afternoon project, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.